welcome back. We are in a real predicament here. We have lost a load of bales as Davy has gone around the corner, and now I've sent him straight off to get the bale grab and try and shift this as soon as possible. But as you can see, we have got a long tailback in both directions, and there's some very unhappy people here. Honestly, I told him to stay in the field. I said load them up and then just wait for me to come along. He's actually gone the wrong way as he's come out of the gate as well. He's supposed to be going up to the other sell point, so I don't know where he was going. I'm going to move this out of the way quickly. We'll probably just put it into the sell point over here, just so we can get organised, but we've got to move those bales as quickly as possible. I don't want to load them on the road, so I might just pick them up with a grab and then get them in here and dropped off, and we can take things from there. But very, very frustrating. Now, I did have a look though. It looks like all of the tension strap holders on the side of the trailer have sheared off here. So I think the weight of the bales, if he's gone around the corner too fast, the weight of the bales has just put too much load on those tension straps and they've all pinged off. It is an old trailer, but he shouldn't ever have even been here. We went across the field and went out of the other gate onto the other road, so I am extremely frustrated, as I can imagine are all these people here. So look at him, he's even rammed himself into the back of the caravan there. We're going to do our best to move some of this as quickly as possible. I think I might be able to just nudge that one bale over and get the traffic that's in this direction at least moving while we wait for the bale grab to arrive. But just another dilemma we didn't need, and to be honest, I can see us getting a pretty big fine for this from the health and safety exec. They frown very much on things like this happening. If there was a car under that when that had come off, it would have been a whole heap of trouble. So you've got to be safe and sensible with this kind of thing. But it looks like we've cleared that one side of the road there. I'll just pull into this gateway here, and we'll wait for Davy to come back. When he does come back, I'm just going to send him off the day. I'm going to deal with him later. I just do not have the brain power and the time to chat to him right now. Right, here we are, and luckily nudging that over to the other side has allowed us to clear the traffic, so that gives us a little bit of breathing space to get some of these picked up. So I'm going to very quickly grab as many of these, certainly the ones on the road first, like so, and get them at least onto the side of the road. I'm sure this person here won't mind if I just use their driveway for just a little minute. I want to get them off the road first, and then we can worry about shipping them down to the sell point and getting them loaded back onto the trailer. So we're going to push on with this for a minute. Bear with us while we clear the road, and then we'll get on with things. So there we go. So let this traffic get past now. Going to pull into here. We're going to cause an accident here. Those skidding brakes in the background. Goodness me. Right, there we go. At least the road is free now. But we've still got a lot to do. Right. Leave us to it. We'll be back soon. Right, and there we go. Everything back on. That was very annoying to have to do that. But we're going to park this up here. Turn it off. Strap these back up the best we can. We're going to have to make some makeshift tension belts to make this work. But we'll get this into the welding shop and get those added back on pretty quickly. But yes, very annoying. Right, let's get these down to the store. Right, we've fastened the straps around the actual chassis of the trailer, so we're safe. It's not ideal, but it'll do for now. And we'll just drive slowly and carefully. Something that maybe Davy should have thought about a little bit more. And also, maybe should start taking orders a little bit better, because we did tell him just to wait for us to come back. So I'm a bit disappointed about that as well. So, like I said, let's just very carefully run these back to the actual sell point they're supposed to go to. So we will see you up there. This should finish our 3 field contracts that we have live and in progress at the moment. And then we can focus on the other 2, 63 and 64. So, back very shortly. Hello?
FSG. Charles here. What seems to be going on? I'm getting people phoning me saying there's bales all over the road.
Ah, yes, just a minor accident coming out of one of the fields. It's all been cleared up now. It's no problem at all.
Well, it doesn't reflect very well on me, does it?
Well, I don't know why it doesn't, Charles. It's my contractor business. It's not related to Home Farm or anything like that.
Well, you know, guilty by association and all that. Please stop having all these minor incidents. They're causing me all kinds of bother.
Yes, Charles, fine. I'll speak to you later. Wow, man, he is really concerned about his image, isn't he? Very annoying. I guess that puts paid to us sitting him down and having a chat about the Range Rover. I was just about to pluck up the courage to do that. I must say, actually, you lot are a very morally centred group. Other than a few of you rogue ones, over the piece, everybody has said, fess up, it will be better in the long term. Now, I had my window of opportunity, and it's gone again because, well, yeah, Charles is annoyed with me again. We're making a habit of this, aren't we? Anyway, we're here. Let's sell these bales. This should, like I said, cover off our first 3 contracts as complete now. So there we go. All done and dusted now. Let's go. Ah, it's picked up field 64 now, hasn't it? And contract on field 65 is finished. And 15 transported for field 30. Oh my goodness. They're all getting mixed up with each other here. I really hope I've taken some of these to the right sell point. Now, luckily, they are all garden centre bales, every single one of them. So we have got our 3 complete here. I'm going to collect all 3 of these, because that is a large chunk of money. So we're left with field 130, which we've baled and removed the bales from, and sold the bales as well, but they've obviously got mixed up with the other contracts. I think field 64 or 65, I can't remember which, we haven't even started on yet. Let's just have a look at the map. Actually, I've just realised I shouldn't have collected field 65 because we'd only tedded that. There was a whole lump of other crop on there that we could have sold, and I've gone and completed the contract because it completed it with bales from another contractor. So, lesson there, do not finish or collect your contracts once they're finished until you've got all the material off them. Oh, I'm kicking myself now. That is frustrating. Could have made myself another nice little sum of money. But as it is, 134,000 here. That's not bad at all. Now, we need to get this trailer down to the dealership to get these repairs done, and in the interim, we're going to see what else we can pick up. A few of you have said now, actually, maybe time to upgrade the trailer as well, so we'll have a look at that and see if there's anything more suitable out there. Right, there we go. They've given us this farm tech. It's cost us 19,500, but this is a nice trailer, isn't it? I mean, I'm not overly happy that it's dual axle, so I could have a bit of fun, but I don't think I necessarily need to do a lot of reversing. All the sell points are drive in, drive out, so that's good. I wonder if we can get more bales on. I can't tell. It definitely is bigger. It's definitely longer. We could probably fit a few more bales on this. So, that's great. Let's jump in the tractor. Let's head over and get started on field 64. Right. Already, I'm quite liking this. It actually makes it quite nimble and agile on the turns. You can get in some tighter spaces with it with the axle at the front, which is great. So I actually think we might have found ourselves quite a nice little bit of kit here. Quite pleased about that. Now remember, we have got a £1 million loan to help grow the business. And we do have all of our old equipment still, which we haven't started to look at getting rid of. So if this turns out to be a better trailer, once the blue trailer's fixed, we could probably look at selling that and getting a bit of money back for it. It's not worth much these days, but also having a long, hard think about the other tractors, because to be honest, since these new ones have arrived, we've barely touched them. So it definitely makes sense to not have equipment lying around doing nothing. So we'll definitely look at that in a little while, but at the moment we've got a few jobs to do. Right, here we are. Oh, I'm still kicking myself about that field that I left. I should have kept hold of the contract. I'm so annoyed. But no point crying about it now. We've got a job to do here. So let's get the mower hooked up and let's get on with stuff. So you can see what's happening here. The mower is too low. I can't lift it to get the turns in. I would have to raise it, get the turn, and then lower it down again. It's definitely dragging on the floor. It's almost like the hitch is too low for it. So we might have to switch over to the Valtra. This is definitely not working. I do want to keep going with this solution though, but we could maybe do it with the Valtra reversed, so the tedder hitch is on the front and the mower on the back. So let's go and get the Valtra, let's give that a go. But this, another failed experiment. Getting a few too many of these at the moment. Right, here we are. I've spent the last half an hour running around the map, moving equipment about, getting things sorted. It would be great if we had somebody to help us, but yeah, the less said about that the better. So I took the liberty of bringing the baler down as well, because we know we're going to need that. The only thing we don't have now is the windrow, but I'll worry about that in a little while. So let's go and get this hooked up to the mower, and hopefully the tedder we can run on the front hitch, which will be the back, if you know what I mean. So we reverse up like so, hook things up, Shift B to rotate our cab around, like so, and then reverse up, and hopefully this doesn't drag on the floor on the front hitch. It should be alright. So let's get the field mode first. Let's get headland mode first, and then we'll take it from there. Oh look, it's opposites up here. There we go. Very confusing. Right. Like I said, we'll get this first headland done, and then it kind of removes the problem. As long as we do kind of like a half mode row for the second headland, we'll be alright. Now, I don't want to go over the top and end up in the river, but at the same time I don't want to miss too much of the crop either. Right, there we go. That didn't take too long at all. Now you'll notice that I took the tedder off after just one lap. I was worried that it was getting tied up in the grass that wasn't cut. It was not going to do it any brilliant help using it. I was worried it was going to damage it. So I decided that enough was enough and I would turn it off. So there we go. It was a nice experiment, but for me, it just didn't quite work. Now we have got obviously the headland done already, and that tedder is so big that it's not going to take us any time at all to get this done now. So what I'll do, I'll drop the mower off here, we'll spin the cab round again, and we'll jump straight back in with the tedder. There we go, super quick. That's done and dusted. This is such a good tedder. Let's get it folded back up. I might as well run this back to the yard actually. Probably the mower too. And get them parked up, and we can bring the windrow back. So that is what we will do. We will be back shortly. Right, let's just tuck this in here. I'm making a point of keeping the yard quite tidy if I can. There we go. And we will grab our windrower here. So interestingly, I have just come down here to get the windrow going, and we've just tedded this. But for some strange reason, we don't have access. Now let's go and look at the contracts here. And it's showing as completed, which means we've handed the bales in already for this field, even though we haven't done this field because it counts them all from different fields if they go to the same sell point. The only problem is field 130 up here is only 32% done because it counted the bales from another field. So we're in a bit of a predicament here. There are no bales left on that field because we collected them. We have no more bales to add to it. So I'm a bit stuck here. What I think we're going to have to do is go and mow and ted our field down here and use that to make up for the lost or the leftover quantity of bales that they need to complete the contracts. This all stems back to me getting rid of field 65 too soon. This is a learn actually. It's not to accept too many contracts in one go. Maybe do them one after the other, rather than grabbing 5 on the trot. But I'm in a real situation here. Okay. Very interesting. Right, here we are. We've just brought all the machinery back to the yard here because it wasn't working for that field. Now I think we might as well collect that contract because there's nothing else to do other than it is completed, so we'll collect it. Field 130 we still need a plan for, but I do think we're actually going to have to use some of our grass on our field. Oh, what an absolute comedy of errors. So there it is, field 64. Let us collect that contract, and we are done for now. So field 130, we're going to have to work out a way of sorting that, but other than that, it is all still baling contracts. So we'll grab a couple more, I'm sure, and keep on with those in the next little while. So on that note, there's nothing left for us to do today, I think, other than have a long, hard think about what we've done. And in the meantime, I am going to put a couple of classified ads in the Farmers Weekly on their website and see if I can get some new help down here. Davy is too much of a liability, really, and he can stick to the cows and the horses because he seems to love them and he's doing a good job with those, but every now and again when you put them too close to a piece of machinery, well, things just seem to go wrong. So, on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.